Hi, welcome to this week's video on Madeline's Magic. This week's herb is Angelica Archangelica. Angelica Archangelica, commonly known as Garden Angelica, wild celery and Norwegian Angelica, is a biennial plant from the family Apiaceae. It is a subspecies of Angelica and has been cultivated since at least 800 AD for its sweetly scented edible stems and roots, which have a rich history of medicinal use and folklore magic. Like other species in Apiaceae, its appearance is similar to several poisonous species and should not be consumed unless it has been identified with absolute certainty. It looks a lot like hogweed, which is an awful plant and you should not even touch it. If you brush past it, you'll get photodermatitis, which is like terrible, horrible sores on your skin. So be very careful when you're identifying it or wildcrafting. Angelica Archangelica is thought to have originated in Syria. It also grows wild in Russia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Greenland, the Faroe Islands and Iceland, mostly in the northern parts of the countries. It is also known to occur in many parts of Europe and Western Asia. In India, it is grown in the Kashmir Valley. Angelica only grows in damp soil, preferably near rivers or deposits of water. Angelica is unique among the Umbelliferae, which is the same as the Apiaceae family, for its pervading aromatic odour, a pleasant perfume entirely different from fennel, parsley, anise, caraway or chervil. Apiaceae or Umbelliferae is a family of mostly aromatic flowering plants and commonly known as the celery, carrot or parsley family, or simply as umbellifers. It is the 16th largest family of flowering plants. From the 10th century on, Angelica was cultivated as a vegetable and medicinal plant and achieved popularity in Scandinavia in the 12th century and is used especially in Sami culture. It was once used as a herb in Sami cooking and known as kavan. Carl Linnaeus reported that Sami people used it in reindeer milk as a flavouring agent. They would also fashion a flute-like instrument made of the hollow stem. The long bright green stems are also candied, originally done by the Danes and used as a food decoration. Angelica Archangelica roots are among the most common botanicals used in gin distillation. They are also used in absinthe, bitters and liqueurs or aquavits, e.g. chartreuse, benedictine, vermouth and dubonnet. Dubonnet? The medicinal aspects. The essential oil content of Angelica root varies based on the age of the roots. Generally, the roots have high levels of terpenes, including A-theanine and B-phelandrenine. Angelica seeds have a similar chemical composition to the roots. In test tube and animal studies, A. Archangelica has been found to kill breast cancer cells in test tubes and inhibit tumour growth in mice. It may have similar effects on cervical cancer, larynx cancer, and rhabdomyosarcoma cells. These effects are thought to come from angelicin and imperatorin, two powerful phytochemicals found in A. Archangelica. However, this research is insufficient to prove that A. Archangelica can provide anti-cancer or anti-tumour benefits in humans. More studies are needed, and you should absolutely follow the treatment plan recommended by your healthcare team if you have cancer. A. Archangelica may also kill harmful bacteria, viruses, and fungi. In test tube studies, A. Archangelica essential oil can kill disease-causing bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus and Escherichia coli. I'm getting better at these bacteria names. A. Archangelica extract and some isolated compounds from it, including imperatorin, also exhibit antiviral activities against the herpes simplex cold sore virus and Coxsackie virus, which causes digestive illness. There's some compelling evidence from animal studies that A. Archangelica may help reduce anxiety. I could use some of that. 3 rat studies noted that A. Archangelica extract induced relaxation and decreased anxious behaviours in animals. However, these studies haven't been replicated in humans, so it's difficult to know whether it would exert the same effects in people. Human studies are needed. Angelica root has known side effects and may cause some drug interactions. Angelica root, particularly Angelica sinensis, another subspecies of Angelica genus, commonly used in Chinese medicine, has known side effects and may cause some drug interactions. While Angelica Archangelica may likewise have some potential side effects, it has not been studied as much as Angelica sinensis. There have been suspected cases of high-dose Angelica sinensis supplements causing heart problems. It may also increase your blood pressure. Angelica sinensis may likewise interact with blood thinners like warfarin. If you're taking a blood thinner, you should not use Angelica sinensis without first clearing it with your healthcare provider. You shouldn't use any supplement really without clearing it with your healthcare provider, particularly if you've got pre-existing conditions. Members of the Angelica genus contain furanocoumarins, which are the same compounds in grapefruit that may interact with many drugs, including certain cholesterol and anti-seizure medications. Talk to your healthcare provider before supplementing with any type of Angelica if you're taking prescription medications, especially if they carry a grapefruit warning. Furthermore, photodermatitis, which is an abnormal skin response to ultraviolet rays, and contact dermatitis can also be a concern when handling the Angelica plant, particularly if you've already got sensitive skin. So be careful out there, people, especially if you're wildcrafting. Many supplements called Angelica root or Angelica don't specify which type they're made with. As a general rule of thumb, Donquai supplements are made with A. sinensis and Angelica root supplements are made with A. archangelica. However, some A. sinensis supplements are also called Angelica root. To avoid confusion, only purchase a product that discloses what species of Angelica it contains. Angelica can also have expectorant properties, so it carries a risk of miscarriage. Pregnant women should avoid and only take this as a supplement if advised by their healthcare provider. Because of its high sugar concentration, Angelica should be consumed with extreme caution or not at all by diabetics. Now we move on to the magic and folklore. Woo! In folk medicine, Angelica is considered a warming, aromatic, bitter tonic. It is often used to help improve weak digestive function, including indigestion, poor fat absorption, a feeling of heaviness, and heartburn. It has also been recommended by herbalists to those with respiratory conditions, such as chronic bronchitis and COPD, to relieve bladder infections and to bring on delayed menstrual periods. A leaf compress could be applied to the chest to possibly reduce inflammation, and eardrops made from the herb can be used to combat clogged ears and improve hearing loss due to waxy buildup. However, of course, it can sometimes produce contact dermatitis, especially if you have sensitive skin, so just always proceed with caution with that. When Vikings started trading in Europe in the 9th century, Angelica was an important commodity. In early Icelandic law, a person could be fined for stealing it from someone else's garden patch. According to legend, a monk was visited in a dream by an angel/holy ghost who revealed Angelica to him as a cure for the plague. It is believed that the plant's name was derived from the fact that according to the old calendar, it usually came into bloom around the feast day of the Archangel Michael, May 8th, who was the angel that appeared in a vision to explain the plant's protective powers. All parts of the plant were believed to be effective in warding off evil spirits and harmful spells, as well as the Black Death. Doctors who were constantly at risk of infection protected themselves by placing a piece of root underneath the tongue. Better be quiet to speak like that. Sometimes referred to as the Holy Ghost root, this herb was considered one of the most powerful plant medicines at the time. Along with nutmeg and treacle, Angelica water was an ingredient in the King's Majesty's excellent recipe for the plague, a remedy to be taken twice a day, published by the Royal College of Physicians in the 1600s. In the north, it is considered an ancient power plant that protects against evil and was carried as an amulet to ward off any form of wicked sorcery. Angelica is a protector against all demons and diseases. It acts as a shield against evil and gives courage and calmness to those pained by fear and anxiety. Like a guardian angel, Angelica gives inner strength and guidance. It promotes self-confidence, health, and happiness. Angelica is aligned with the sun and the element of fire and sacred to Venus. Angelica is commonly used for hex breaking as well as general blessing and is especially useful for the defense of women. Love that. The leaves can be added to potions designed to remove curses or spells, or they can be burned to banish evil in an area. Angelica is very useful in home and personal exorcisms. Always be careful if you're burning herbs or incense or anything like that, though, of course. You can keep Angelica root in a white bag and charge it for protection, or a yellow bag to bring courage. Angelica root can open portals to higher dimensions and enable you to commune with your higher self. It can also enhance mental powers and dissolve creative blockages. Angelica root essential oil can be used to dress candles to enhance magical properties, or for use in aromatherapy to aid in relaxation and relieve stress. There, that's Angelica root. Sorry about the noise of the road outside. Not much I can do about that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one. Not sure what the next one's going to be. Well, I got an idea. Anyway, peace out. Bye.